to the midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven. Break it down like this. Woo!
Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station, people. It's a beautiful Friday. It's a foggy Friday. You heard it. We are joining you live from 934 Baxter Avenue, Flanagan's, with a big 4-leaf clover outside. Is it 3-leaf or 4-leaf? You get a theme? Are you sensing a theme? Thank you so much for being so responsible in the fog this morning. I got here safe. Steve Rummage is in Flanagan's. Brian Hall is back in the booth.
Listen, I've told the guys here, two things here at Flanagan's. I will say this before we get into everything, because I'm really excited today. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a lot of happiness in the Rummage household right now. If we didn't already just have a newborn, this would be a great time to create newborns. All right, this is how happy I am. I told the guys in the back, look, I'm one meal away from declaring this the best food in Louisville. Like I'm serious, and that's not a joke. So, and I'm gonna go at it today. I've got a couple ideas I'm gonna throw out there here in a few.
You can't start looking at the menu before we start the menu for the show.
I am.
We haven't even given out the roster of what we're going to be talking about today, or is it already self-explanatory?
No, it's self-explanatory what we're going to be talking about today. But between that and the Diet Coke here, because the Diet Coke here is, I got you. The Diet Coke.
No, you were already
is
on
McDonald's level. So. Yeah, I'm obviously this adds to my excitement. We got some things to tell you about down here. But Marcus, today, this is the weekend. This is the weekend we've been waiting on. This is the weekend that could change everything and could solidify one program as back like we never been before. You know, so, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on today. Some guys coming into town, everything. It's a happy day.
Let's just start our day as a continuation of yesterday.
Let's do that. Now,
I'm not one to get sentimental about certain things, but what has this been about? Well, lately, Vince Tyree, lately the school has made a big fuss about starting new traditions. And I don't want to say a big fuss. Our guy Ethan did a great job yesterday. We were talking about, like I said, new traditions, new feelings.
The student section's trying. They're putting forth a major effort now. I think that's a change.
So there's one tradition that I need your determination right now. Are we going to call this a tradition? Are we going to deal with this moving forward? Or is this just something we like to see because we're getting, and it's almost like we're getting used to it. People, for those of you listening, those of you who are on Twitter, those of you who are not on Twitter, but follow us on YouTube at We Are Made for the Ville. That is our YouTube channel. You can see a little bit of what we're doing out here at Flanagan's during the show. Steve?
Yeah.
Tradition.
Yes.
Or not tradition? Uh-oh. Period. L's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tradition. And he's adding to it because
is that
now
already tradition, Steve.
Now he puts GIFs with it. I don't care if it's GIFs. I don't care.
GIFs. Go GIFs. Go GIFs.
I think it's GIFs.
Terrible.
I personally think it's GIFs, so I stick with GIFs. But regardless, now he's putting those with it.
GIFs, whatever.
GIFs. I don't give a crap. But I mean, no. Yes, that is becoming. Now, last night he was a little behind the 8 ball.
I'm listening.
Evan Daniels and some of those guys, our guys Jake over at Louisville Sports Live, kind of beat him to the punch. So,
are you okay with that?
Yeah. I just want him.
You know why? Because even when the news sneaks out, everyone still has their breath held
until he confirms.
Until you see, uh-oh.
Yeah.
L's up.
Yeah, Coach. Look, I have lost all shame. I wrote Coach Mack personally last night and told him I loved him, and I told him it was weird if he made it weird.
You know what? That's good, Steve, because in today's day and age, we should be comfortable loving each other.
Absolutely.
It should be an open. You should be able to say that in the most alpha way possible.
Yes, I love you.
No, but in all seriousness, great job. And here's the thing: I don't want to feel like I'm setting the bar too high. I don't want to feel like I'm overly celebrating, but you do want to take a moment and just say,
"Oh, I am."
Yeah, like okay.
That's fair.
Good job, Brian Hall. I don't even care.
Because you was about to get so sentimental, and I'm like, they have the number 2 recruiting class in America right now.
I know.
Behind only USC.
You know what, Brian?
So to heck with your sentimental.
I'm going to get dinged on YouTube, though.
Well, that's fine.
It was worth it.
That's worth it.
Yeah, I'll take the YouTube ding on this one. Good job, Brian. That was right on time.
Right now, Chris Mack is dinging everybody.
Right.
So
listen, I really did almost get sentimental because listen,
right. No, I get to your point.
College basketball is competitive. I get angry. I get not angry. I get frustrated with the lack of perspective on a daily basis, right?
Sure.
Me in particular about all angles of life. Sometimes I keep you from doing crazy things because I say, Steve, this is the time. You're going to have a, step outside of yourself, have a little perspective here. College basketball is so competitive that you can't imagine how competitive it is, right? And when you go pick up, and we'll just talk about the newest one, the last recruit that you just got a commitment from. In a world where Michigan State is expected to be in the Final Four every year, right? Every year, where everybody says, this is the program that says you're legit. You're an awesome player, right? When you, as a program, as a fan base, as a college basketball coach, you get a player to commit to your university when you haven't coached one game for this university. You have barely ran a week of practice.
Sure.
You have not had a full official visit from a player.
Right.
Listen, I want to almost separate my congratulatory Coach Mack from my congratulatory Louisville.
Yeah.
For the 60 years of Louisville basketball that I am aware of, right? Mm-hmm. You almost want to give a congratulations because somebody says there's something here that I know I'm in a safe, comfortable environment. I know that my experience, what I've been training for the last 17 years or 16 years or 15 years or whatever, my experience, the best place to further my experience is the University of Louisville. So separate the fan base, separate the culture, separate all that, and then go to Chris Mack and say, could you imagine, what are we talking about, 350-something programs, NCAA programs, basketball programs, easily.
Yeah.
Let's just say 350 basketball programs, right?
Yeah.
Basketball is it's not like football. Like football, there's only 5 teams that can win. In basketball, there's a lot of teams that can do a lot of damage. There's a lot of basketball players and a lot of places you can go to get basketball players. And for you to immediately be considered one of the top 10 talent getters in 1 year needs an acknowledgement.
Absolutely does.
It needs a tip of the cap. Top 10 in anything you do in the United States of America, you're supposed to make a lot of damn money.
Absolutely.
So let's remember that at any point, and when he goes out there and gets ran, when he goes out there and gets busted by Seton Hall, let's remember he's still the best at what he does. or he's considered top 10 right now
Sure.
at what he does.
Well, it's what he has done with recruiting. I think is. This is a funny statement to make because like he never really it's not in jeopardy this year or anything.
Right.
But I think that any criticism, of course, I still back up. I think they're going to be a pretty good team. I think they're going to be anywhere from a 5 to an 8 seed this year. I think they got a seed.
Yes.
All what we're saying isn't
Aiden specific.
isn't if you get a Gahan, then all this stands true.
Right.
That's not the case.
Right.
But I think what he's done is he's shown you how relentless he is. And to me, any guy that's this relentless in recruiting, this relentless in everything he does off the court, there's no way he doesn't put a winner on the floor on during the seasons.
You know what else you have to appreciate? Chris Mack at the moment is doing it without the media train.
Sure.
He is doing it with purely a respected basketball coach.
Absolutely.
From Xavier.
Yeah.
You're not the coach coming in from the Boston Celtics.
Right.
You're not the coach coming in on the living in America. Got the nation. You don't have the Anthony Hardaway, Little Penny, super stupid swagged out Nike deal coming to your university.
Drake coming to your Midnight Madness.
Lil Wayne futures coming. How did that one sneak past me?
Drake was like, "Oh, Penny's." Yeah, I mean, I've always been a Memphis fan, to be fair.
What a sellout!
But hey, you want to? Now you're starting to see a little more White Cow maybe sneaking around.
Right. But you get my point. What I'm doing here, like if you can come into a building and close a deal in Levi's and a zip up, and just whatever you have on, right? Like nothing. Like you didn't pull up in the Bugatti. You didn't go get an assistant coach. Like no shade at Dino Gaudio, right? But he's not sexy.
Okay.
Dino's gonna be so mad when I'm hey Marcus, let me holler at you for a minute, man. You got a problem with my sexy?
Yeah.
But you get my point.
Pretty good.
Dino Gaudio isn't sexy ESPN employee helps me close the deals.
Yeah, well he was. He was ESPN employee.
Yeah, right. But what I'm saying is like it's different from going to get Jalen Rose and then putting him on your staff and saying we're gonna make a new Fat Five.
Right.
If that happens, I take 40% of what Chris Mack does and say, hey, Chris Mack is doing it with that hire.
Yeah.
It got him in.
You get credit for the hire.
Yes.
So you still get credit, but
yes.
I get what you're saying.
But you don't get the I don't know if you're closing these recruits, right?
Yes.
You don't go if you have your Kenny Payne, hypothetically,
right.
You're like, oh well, he surely had 10 on deck already.
Sure.
Yeah. So you wouldn't be able to separate what he's doing. You put him in, like I said, because your staff isn't sexy, he's getting the credit for all this.
Yeah. I mean,
what else? I mean, since we're going down the line, what else he's getting for? It's not a load of Louisville and Midwesterns. We mentioned this earlier in the week, but I didn't want that point to get lost. You go get 2 out of North Carolina, real North Carolina, not border Covington, not some borderline North Carolina. No, you actually went into North Carolina in Mecklenburg,
right?
Like you went into deep North Carolina.
Oh, absolutely. Texas.
Bring 2. Then you go to Texas,
bringing
them out. Like this isn't Xavier stomping ground.
And I disagree, not disagree, but you'll know what I mean when I say this. I think also, you said Louisville and Midwest, but I almost take Louisville away because David Johnson, I think David Johnson more so than anybody has lived through the last 3 years of what U of L's went through.
Right.
He's watched it up close.
Right.
He
and
knows,
felt the
Sure.
the shameful
yes,
tidings.
and watched a team that we look back on now, a team that even then I thought was a Final Four contender, get taken out of a tournament.
Right.
And you come in as the new guy without the sexiness that you're talking about and still get him to believe back in the program. I think that's a major credit.
Listen, that's damn near mind control over Debo,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like you get a guy who's seen the worst tornadoes, right?
Right.
The worst storms, whose home was uplifted by bad inclement weather, and you know what? You convinced him to go be a storm chaser.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would have.
That was you just gave the plot of Twister. That was impressive.
Never seen Twister.
Yeah. Did you also meet a girl over the summer that you fell in love with, and it happened so fast?
We're talking about David Johnson here, not me. You know? So now all of a sudden you're the
Marcus's whole life is movie plots.
You're the girl of a storm chaser. But you
Yeah.
get my point. That separated from the other recruiting
Yes.
is a big deal.
Absolutely.
Every recruit.
But to your point, I think to say it in this way, he didn't have 3 4-star guys at Xavier that basically,
Yeah.
or 2 right on deck that you pulled those guys, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, but can you? These are guys that basically Mac has, without saying, has kind of said, hey, these are guys I couldn't get at Xavier. That now I can. The guys have even said, Aiden's made comments where, in a roundabout way, he's kind of said, dude, yeah, he talked to me a few times. He was at Xavier.
Right. Right.
I wouldn't go, and that's no shade at Xavier by any stretch of the imagination. But I think that's what you saw in the last couple months, and that's why I think tonight there's an excitement brewing for people to get out, not just to see the team, not just to go out and we're going to wave our Irish stuff and,
Right.
and yell at Aiden Gahan. But I think there's an excitement to get out tonight from this fan base to show Chris Mack appreciation and this staff and Vince and everybody about how appreciative a fan base is who feels like a year ago, Marcus, 2 days ago, felt like we lost everything. I think that there's an appreciation tonight from a fan base that says we're going to show out there tonight to show you how if I've got to stand on 3rd Street and listen, I'm going to be out there to show you how appreciative we are from where you've brought us in a year's time.
Right. You want the fan base to prove that it wasn't rhetoric,
Yes.
right? And here's the thing. Since I'm having a bit of a sentimental morning, right? Maybe the fog brought it. Maybe just how far we've come has brought it out a little bit. Here's what I'm expecting out of the city, the community, the fan base. Here's the opportunity. There's a bit of misperception almost of the boring everyday guy, Coach Chris Mack.
Yeah.
It's not the case.
Right.
That's not the case. Listen, boring guy that goes from Xavier to Louisville doesn't make the impact that he's made already. Mm-hmm. So watch yourself every time you say regular guy, because these narratives, man, they are like a tsunami. They develop a life of their own in a heartbeat, right?
Sure.
So be careful with your normal guy. What I look forward to tonight is you hear this guy, Coach Mack, on the radio. You hear not just him. You hear the coaching staff in radio form or quick interview form, right?
Yeah.
And that stuff always strikes you as guarded coach speak or guarded, conversation. And then sometimes you hear a little something, you're like, ooh, and it's like, no, you're going to feel like you're meeting him tonight.
That's a great point.
You're going to feel like it's the difference between looking in somebody's eyes and having this conversation and being on the phone. His body posture is going to tell you he's comfortable in his own skin. Like one day we're going to go back and we're going to look at his press conference.
Yep.
and we're going to be able to appreciate
Fair.
midway through the season, you're going to go back and look at his opening press conference and say, that was the one time in his life where he was the most nervous human being on the planet.
Yes.
Right? You're
Yes.
going to have one big laugh about his opening press conference, which he handled excellently, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But you'll be able to see in his posture that it just, geez, you know, he knew this was different. But what I'm saying is, these normal everyday guys. No, he's a sharp, focused, engaging coach. He's not, you know, he might have a beer while he's being sharp and engaging and funny and assertive,
Sure.
but that doesn't mean he's the guy that just sits back and, you know, puts his feet up and watches TV.
He's the guy that will, on Wednesday, go to Roosters with his family. I say that because he's tweeted that out before.
Right.
With his family, hang out with his kids. You can come up to him, say, "Hey, coach, how you doing?" Everything. And he's there because on Thursday morning, he flies out to be one of the 2 or 3 coaches that have been invited to Kevin Durant's Skills Academy. Do you get where I'm going with that? Like, that's
he will tell you to hold on because I have Samuel Wilson, the 5-star, on the line. But here's the thing. Here's the difference.
Yeah.
When he gets that call from Kevin Durant, right?
Yep.
Or something like that, he'll say, hey, we'll have to – most people would say, hey, I got to talk to you later. I got Kevin Durant on the phone, right?
Sure.
He's the type that will say, hold on, I'm going to let you finish that thought. Then he'll have this conversation with Kevin Durant and say, okay, now I'm listening to what you were saying.
Absolutely.
Again. So, like, there's a difference there. You know, like I said, like sitting in his office.
Yeah.
He's talking to Trey Lewis. You know what I'm saying? He's asking these particular questions. You know, he's talking to, you know, Marcus, you got to do this. Hey, Kenny, can I get this from you? Hey, Trey, you know, back to what you were saying, just watching him network, he's vicious.
Right.
He's vicious. He can eat a drumstick of chicken and tear somebody's throat out simultaneously.
Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think tonight you will be able to see a little more personality out of him, a little more.
I wanted to include the coaching staff too, just
Sure.
kind of in a big sweeping manner. They're
Well,
very,
you
very
haven't heard
personal.
anything from them. Let's be fair. Outside of when they first came here, it was all Luke Murray, Bill Murray's his dad, Mike Pegues, you know, Dino Gaudio, and then they went to work.
And then they went to work.
Yeah, and you haven't heard a lot about them since then. And that's where I go back to. I think tonight is a night where I don't even think Louisville fans are on the fence. I think tonight's a night where they say, no, I am showing my appreciation for this coach
Right.
and this staff and these players and everything about it. And if we get Aiden Gahan, great. But that's not why we're here tonight. And I'm going to tout him later in the show, trust me, because he's my little Irish baby. And
I know what you said. Yeah, no, I get the point.
No, I'm going to make it weird with him tonight too, so that's fine. But I think you got a group of people, a group of fans tonight that's like, no, we're getting out. We're appreciating this.
Right. Yeah. I just don't want it. I didn't want the vibe of tonight.
Yeah.
To be, I'm gonna go to be entertained.
Right.
I almost want it to be the opposite. I'm hoping it'll be the opposite. I'm not pleading or imploring. You know, like I said, you do what you do. I'm just saying, from my perspective,
yeah.
I think tonight should be more of a, we look to entertain the players and the coaching staff.
Sure, that's perfect.
Yeah. We look to entertain, appreciate, enthuse, energize a community.
Tonight should be about you guys more so than it's even about
us. Impress him, impress these players, impress them with your support. You know, your NIT level, you know, impress them by saying we aren't the wine and cheese crowd.
Because I'm going to tell you, you kept 2 players around, 2 or 3 players around the way you showed up for the NIT. I mean that. I think you kept 2, maybe 3 players in a Louisville uniform the way Louisville showed out at the NIT. 100%, I believe that.
You actually lost one too. Lance left because if I can't be on the court with this rocking crowd, I can't even be
Yeah.
You,
that may be true,
you
too.
chased him off. You personally
Yeah.
chased Lance Thomas off because it's like I can't be here.
Right.
I can't be here in this Yama Center with this place going crazy like this and not be in the game.
Yeah.
I physically I'll be sick to my stomach for the rest of my life.
And that's fair too. Now all this is nice and great until nobody hits over 12 in the 3-point contest, and we're all like, he's got them too big. They can't shoot. They can't shoot.
Listen, guaranteed.
Yeah. I'll be the first one. Marcus, they're just too big. They're too big. He's put too much muscle, and now none of them can shoot.
Okay, Steve, I need you to promise the entire world that you will not judge them based on anything you see tonight. I need this out of you right now.
I can't say that because I'm insane.
Oh
no, but I will say I am the closer it gets, the more my wife's like, well, maybe you'll just go and have a good time.
Is that what it's turned into?
I mean, I can just hang back at the house.
This was supposed to be your easy, cheap date, Steve. This is supposed to be your.
Yeah, I'm like, don't take this from me.
Get this cheap date out of there.
Yeah.
Get the preseason. I mean, what do you want me to do? I took you to 4th Street Live.
Yeah, I mean, we went
Steve,
out to 4th Street.
You took me to a pep rally.
Yeah. My God.
And you called it a get out the house day.
Yeah, so I don't know. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but I am looking forward to it, man. I'm going to be sitting around. You got any plans?
I can't wait.
I know.
Quick commercial break. Midday with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number on 93.9 The Ville.
Ever dreamed of winning $1 million from the Kentucky Lottery? Well, your dream might just come true when you play the new scratch-off ticket 100 times the cash. Top prize is $1 million. 100 times the cash will be making lots of people in Kentucky happy with more than $100 million in total cash prizes and over 500,000 winners between $50 and $5,000. 100 times the cash from the Kentucky Lottery. And please play responsibly. Remember, it's just a game.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemore of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Chances are you've recently talked about it or thought about it or might even be thinking about it right now. You're thinking it's time to upgrade your vehicle, and boy, do we have the place for you. Globe Auto Sales. Family owned and operated, serving the greater Kentuckiana area since 1972. Why Globe Auto Sales? Well, the answer is simple. The staff at Globe Auto Sales focuses entirely on the quality buying experience, not the high-pressured sales pitch you get at other places. So while you're thinking about it, stop by Globe Auto Sales located at 5705 Bardstown Road. Check out their inventory at Globe Autos online. Oh, and be sure to tell them you're a friend of 93.9 The Ville.
Have you been in a car wreck? Insurance companies can be really tough to deal with on your own. I'm Sam Aguiar, and our team is here to help. We have been fortunate enough to represent thousands of people from Kentucky communities, and we would love to speak with you about your potential case. Our team loves what we do. The consultation for you is free, and we don't charge you anything unless we win the case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy, 502-888-8888. 502-888-8888.
So, Steve, what do you think about Billette Scorns & Sons Collision Centers, man?
Let me just say, I had a friend who totally ruined his car. They got him taken care of quick, efficiently, and out the door.
Family owned and operated for over 70 years, Ed Scorns is the leader in auto repair technology and technician training. Do not let just anyone repair your vehicle. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you're taking your vehicle to Bill Ed Scorns & Sons Collision Centers. There are 2 locations, Bardstown Road and Shelbyville Road in Middletown. Or call us at 491-BODY or visit us at etscorns.com. That's ETSCORNS.com.
Do you know what the future you is up to right now? It could be working for UPS. UPS is now hiring part-time package handlers in Louisville. For select shifts, you can now receive bonuses up to $250. They also graduate debt-free through the Metro College program. Apply now at upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com. Get there.
For the first time ever, Genesis Diamonds is bringing together the two undisputed heavyweight champions in bridal jewelry, Tacori and Verragio. They're joining forces for one epic weekend at Genesis Diamonds. It's October 5th, 6th, and 7th. Tacori and Verragio, the Louis Vuitton and Gucci of the bridal world. Innovative rings with unparalleled detail and breathtaking design. Tacori and Verragio, both flying in hundreds of new glamorous rings, never before seen styles priced from $1,500 to $15,000. These are the top designer rings every woman wants, and most jewelers can only dream of carrying them. But Genesis has them all, and we're breaking all the rules for this 3-day event with special pricing, zero interest financing, and thousands of dollars in Amex gift cards and travel vouchers with any Tacori or Verragio ring purchase. Don't miss this unprecedented bridal event. Tacori and Verragio, over 2,000 rings together on the Genesis stage. Next weekend only, October 5th, 6th, and 7th, exclusively at Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza.
What good is it having that beautiful view on your front backyard if you can't see through your old grimy windows? Or how about when you let a little fresh air and your windows are constantly getting stuck? If this sounds like your current situation, it's time to make that call to Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, the best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted the most efficient for 2018 and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and all 5-star reviews, which means these are exactly the new windows you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive, Louisville, Kentucky, or 502-494-0120. That's Windows Plus. Make the call.
One of the great things in life is intimacy. It's a key part of how we express ourselves and share with the person we love. Physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy. As much as we want to share that intimacy, there are times it just doesn't seem to work out. 40% of the time in men over 40, it just doesn't work. Many couples go months and sometimes years without addressing erectile dysfunction or other sexual issues in what can easily be resolved with just one visit to the Louisville Men's Clinic. Our Kentucky licensed providers use FDA-approved medications to get intimacy back in your relationship on the very first visit. There is no need to wait any longer. We are here for you, both of you. Call 444-4000 to set up your private consultation.
Guys, y'all there?
444-4000.
Yeah, we're ready.
The clinic visit, evaluation, and testing of the medication is just $99. LouisvilleMen'sClinic.com for more information. 444-4000.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number, 93.9 is the station, and normally we are broadcasting live from the OPC Services studio. But today, we are broadcasting live from 934 Baxter Avenue, a.k.a. Flanagan's Ale House.
A.k.a. 1 meal away from being declared Steven's #1 spot.
A.k.a. we need your suggestions. Is Steve going to go with the breakfast burger, or is Steve going to go?
I think I'm going to try that breakfast burger, man.
I had it last
with
time.
Cheese, bacon, and egg. That's all I like, though. I just want cheese, bacon, and egg.
It's Friday. You know your day ends early. Flanagan's Ale House, 934. And you know what? The streets are wider right around Flanagan's. So you know how sometimes Baxter Avenue can get a little squeezed and get a little tight in some area? They have it's a good parking vibe over here, and you know me, people. I need a little extra space when I park. So compliments to the area. Get on over here. If you're not doing the Friday thing, do the Saturday thing. 934 Baxter Avenue. Also,
Yeah, that's fair.
if this is going to be a full Louisville sports weekend, we know some people don't make both events. I don't want to admit it, but some people just kind of can only take one of the super events. Steve,
Yeah.
if you were given the power over your Card Nation,
Okay.
I won't say either or, which would you prefer be the outstanding turnout?
Okay. Well, we'll go to the phone lines in a second. We
Ah.
got a couple people waiting there, but
815939, by the way.
yeah, we're out on location. Give us a break.
It's up to you.
Brian Hall does a great job letting us know kind of through. And Brian, we will we got you on the email. So okay, I got you, man. It'll come.
You be on the DM?
No,
Okay,
he's in the DM, in the emails.
Okay,
we'll work it out
we'll
later.
check the email.
Brian's all up in it.
Got
No pun intended. I think, gosh, I don't know. That's tough, man. That's tough. Tomorrow, no, it's not tough. Tomorrow's an actual season. It's not tough.
Got to be tomorrow.
Yeah, it's got to be tomorrow. Tomorrow's a season. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know why I'm sitting here like it's tough. It's not tough.
Listen,
Yeah.
there's a lot more riding on the line tomorrow.
yeah. Why did I even? I said it's tough, and then the more I could think, it's not tough at all. No, absolutely, it's tomorrow. Yeah.
Quinn.